9 podcasts.
She was so moved. She said, I can't tell you how much that has just made my day. And that made me so happy. And then the rubber ducks came out and we were like, wasn't sure what was going on.
We then walked away and we were like, this is the weirdest thing. Why has she just given us this?
Try before you die.
It always scares me when you pick up your phone straight off the bat.
Yes, I've got phone in hand. We simply must draw a line under something once and for all.
Is this like a pronunciation of
Yes,
something?
it's a pronunciation.
Outlier.
Jen, our producer Jen, please tell me how you would say the word Outlier. Outlier, Jen said.
Okay, here's the thing. I know that it's pronounced that way. I've never said it's not pronounced that way. It's just the way that I say it, outlier.
But no one else says outlier, and I'm worried for you.
I'm unique.
Can I tell you, I actually Googled it just
Yeah, but I'm not
for
arguing
facts.
with you.
Okay, wait, though. Here we go. Here's this off me phone.
Outlier.
Outlier.
You probably
One more
type-
time.
Outlier.
Outlier.
You probably went into ChatGPT and said,
Oh, please.
please say it this way.
Look, how to say outlier.
Cool. Anyway, I'm not arguing with you.
Well,
so
I'm embarrassed for you, okay?
I'm embarrassed for you for many different reasons.
Okay,
but
well-
I take you for what you are and everything that you are.
So do I, except for the outlier gear.
Okay.
So that needs to go because honestly, I feel like now you're dropping it once a day and no one understands what you mean. It makes me shudder.
There's
Please stop.
There's worse things in the world. I will not stop.
On that note, Lib, you know what time it is. Loose ends time, circle back time.
Circle back time. Well, we've done a lot of cafe chat recently. It's really bizarre. We've done a lot of different cafe
Gear.
sort of gear, haven't we? Why? Because we
That's
spend a lot of
because-
time in cafes.
Yes, I now inhabit cafes on the daily. Take my laptop, sit there and do work. I seem to be spending now as much as I'm making because I am purchasing many items so that I can sit in the cafe while I do my work.
Because people are putting up signs saying you must not work in the cafe.
Because they don't want you taking up tables. If you listen to that episode, you will understand what we are referring to. If you haven't listened to it, go back. Riveting stuff, I truly promise you. But ever since we started chatting cafes, funny cafe stuff has been happening to us.
Now, this one in particular was at one of our favourite cafes that we've been frequenting quite a lot lately because we have our little ritual of going to our hot mat Pilates class, which I must add, we've continued hot mat Pilates
This
since we
is
tried that for the podcast.
A huge announcement, which we are yet to have
I
made.
know.
I don't know why we didn't make a big statement about it.
we haven't
tried
circled
it.
back.
We tried
on
it for the podcast. Hot mat Pilates. I like to throw strong in there. Hot mat strong Pilates because they
not
make
strong.
you use weights
Okay.
and sometimes bands.
Yep.
And we are continuing with it. In fact, we've purchased packages to be
all
able
of
to
us three
continue.
sisters all go together. Oh, lame
Because
gamer.
remember we mentioned it was like $35 a session. I was like, I ain't paying that gear. And then the sales started and I got sucked right in because
Yep.
it's some half price stuff now.
Yeah.
If
So-
you buy a package.
So Eliza and I are going at least once a week together, which is
Yes.
joyful.
Joyful.
Exercise was actually one of the things that we used to do separately, and now we're doing that together as
Oh,
well.
can't
So
get enough of each
how
other.
exciting. Anyway, back to the cafe story. So we're sitting in one of our favourite cafes in Melbourne. In my opinion, it does one of the best coffees. Should I
think
say what
we've-
it is?
I think well, we Lamana's up there as
Yep.
one of our favourites.
Lamana and Sons is our number one favourite.
Yep.
Then Lycon Deli on Bridge Road in Melbourne is right up there. I would say number 2.
But I also feel bad about this because 1,000 Blessings in
Oh,
Richmond. Also,
yes.
we used to live right near there and they just kept us going through COVID. The most wonderful people and
Oh,
stunning cafe as
heaven.
well. Oh my God, if I start now with good
We
coffee,
won't be able
I
to
won't
stop.
But
Anyway,
I really
those
wanted
three-
to give credit to
Those 3
people.
would be our top ones. And also this place,
Oh, here
Lycon
we go.
Deli, does the most wonderful ham.
Oh, ham.
Ham off the
ham
bone.
off the bone. But also, I asked the man.
Is it
on
ham
the
on the
weekend,
bone?
Do I order ham on the bone because the ham is on the bone? Or am I asking for ham off the bone because I'm asking you to take the ham off the
Well,
bone?
he clarified
Yes.
that you're asking for the ham on the bone that's going to be then cut off the bone.
So I said, can I please have some ham on the bone off the bone?
Anyway, magnificent
Tricky
ham if
stuff.
you like ham. Really thick and delicious with
Thick
a lovely
and tasty.
glaze.
Yep.
So we're sitting in this cafe, minding our business, and we're with our little sister as well. And we're sitting in this little table in the corner, and then this lady walks in. How old do you reckon she was? Do you reckon like maybe late 70s?
Late 70s.
We stopped in our tracks. She looked so magnificent. It was like in the movies
Yes.
when someone walks into a room, the main character, and everyone turns around and it takes your breath away.
It took my breath away.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
She took my breath away.
She may as well have had smoke behind her and
Yes.
fireworks coming up either side of her.
The clouds parted.
Yes.
I would say she's Jane Fonda-esque.
Oh, but even I've never ever seen anyone look so magnificent and so glamorous, particularly going to a cafe. Like this is a pretty cash cafe. This is not like your upmarket.
It's a deli, essentially,
Nobu
as well.
or yeah. So
Is
just-
Nobu an upmarket cafe, is it?
not an upmarket venue.
yeah,
is what
great.
I should say.
Better call.
So, and you know, I feel like she should have just swooshed her hair back and all that gear. She was just magnificent.
Can you describe what she was wearing?
Yes,
Is that
I'm about
coming?
to.
Okay.
So she was dressed in this red suit, almost suit like a jacket, a blazer.
Was it red or was it black and white, Angel?
No, it was red, wasn't it? 'Cause
No,
then she had
because then we went to the markets and saw someone in all red. So it was black and white. I
Oh,
think
I'm
it was
getting
wow.
I'm getting a mistake.
Wow,
Okay.
memorable.
So she was wearing this wonderful black and white
Matching
Matching-
polka dot, I think, even.
Yeah, actually, yes, that rings a bell. Jacket and pants. She had the most immaculate hair that you could just tell she's done it all. She's styled it. She's hairsprayed it. It's just sitting there beautifully. She had her makeup done all beautifully.
I think she had a red pop lip.
She did. She had a red, lovely lip on her. She even just had a lovely stroll. It was like she was gliding through the cafe.
Two pièces de résistances of
Yeah.
the look. A hat.
Yeah.
My God, I froth a hat.
Yeah.
A stunning wide-brimmed hat that was off to the side.
Thank you. I hadn't finished, but continue.
Oh, sorry. And then are you mentioning the last thing? Sunglasses.
Oh,
she
no,
was
I
wearing
forgot about that.
sunglasses
Yep.
and she not once took her sunglasses off. And I was like,
Heaven.
God, you're cool. You're so cool.
She was like a Meryl Streep in Devil Wears Prada,
Oh.
Miranda Priestley, but like a nice Miranda Priestley. She looked like she'd be a nice person.
Yeah.
Anyway, she sits down in the corner on her own. And I sat there and I thought, what's she doing here? Who's joining her? Is she on a hot date? What's going on? But no one joined her. She just got her coffee and sat there beautifully. I think she read a book or was journaling or something like that. There was something that she was doing.
I equal parts love the idea of her glamming up on a Sunday
Just
to
for
pop down to
shits.
the local,
Yeah.
but also on the other side of things, makes me feel a little bit sad.
I was just
hope
about
she's
to
not
say,
lonely.
I cannot cope when I see old people by themselves
know.
at venues. They're probably having the time of their lives. They're probably trying to escape the rest of their family. They're probably happy as Larry.
Yeah.
But I just picture the worst, and I picture, they're a widow or their partner's just
widow,
died or
definitely.
something
Yeah.
like that, and it just makes me want to cry. We sat there and we simply couldn't not go up and say something to her. We literally went back and forth and we're like, let's when we're leaving, go and say to her how magnificent she looks, because I listened to someone on TikTok recently who said, if you think that someone looks nice or there's something that you like about what they're wearing or how they look, go and tell them, because you just don't know what that could do for their day, how you could turn it around, and, you know, it would make you feel good as well as making us feel good as well.
I couldn't take my eyes off this woman.
know.
I was staring. I felt like a giant
We
perv.
all kept staring at her.
Yeah. And I said something simply must be said.
Yeah.
And of course it was my role as the ballsy
Well,
member
no,
of
I
the
actually
family.
wanted to as well. You always put
You
your hand
said
up and
you
say,
go.
I'm going to do it because you want
said,
to. I did
Eliza, you
not.
go.
I always wanted to go. That is the biggest lie. That is
Lib,
the
you-
biggest lie.
Well, you wanted to go, but you were going to send me in,
Oh,
right?
that
So
is
we start,
the biggest lie.
No.
I actually wanted to do it, but I was like, you always want to take the credit for these
so
things.
what happened
oh,
was she was,
my God.
as we left, I went up to her table and then I saw she picked up her phone and put it to her face. And I was like, oh, this is embarrassing. So I had to
And was
do
I
a-
following behind you?
I
Yes.
had to do a U-turn and turn around because she started a phone call. And that made me feel happy because she had someone to talk to, you know.
It was probably her parole officer or something.
Yeah. It was probably, she was like, I've got a new stalker, a group of girls who are about to come up and accost me. So we went to the front desk and then I said, I can't leave. And you said, well, go. You did send me
Oh
in.
my God. You're literally making this
No.
up. I was like, let's go.
Okay, so I charged and you followed.
We charged.
And you followed.
And at first she was like looking at us like we were absolute weirdos.
Freakos.
But then we were like, we just must tell you,
Mm.
you look so magnificent. You look so glamorous. We just couldn't stop looking at you. You look so beautiful. And she was absolutely chuffed. She said
Touched.
it made her day. And then we had a little bit of a chat.
Yeah.
Then she reaches inside her bag and she says, I've got something for you.
It was like she came
"Oh,
prepared. It's like
yeah."
she does this every day.
Yes. She probably does get this a
Yeah.
lot, so she does come prepared. And she pulls out 2 little rubber ducks and hands them over to us.
So she's placed a rubber duck in each of our hands, and we weren't quite sure whether we were there to pat the rubber ducks and hand them back.
Yeah, did we need to give them back? I'm still not sure.
Or whether these were ours to keep. She was so moved. She said, I can't tell you how much that has just made my day. And that made me so happy. And then the rubber ducks came out, and I
And we were like,
wasn't sure what was going on.
we then walked away and we were like, this is the weirdest thing. Why has she just given us this? And we sort of went from we still thought she was absolutely stunning and gorgeous, but we were like,
Then we're a
maybe
little
bit
bit
of a weirdo.
Yeah. Then
Because
we're a little
why are
bit
you giving
worried
someone
about
maybe a bit of a Fruit Loop?
some hoarding tendencies.
Why are you giving someone a rubber duck?
And also, how do you come to be carrying around little mini rubber ducks? And then in the end, we sort of just at the end of the conversation started saying, "Oh, thanks so much."
Yeah.
We assumed we'd be taking away the ducks.
Have a wonderful day.
No one was really saying anything. We wrapped our paws around the ducks.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Walked away, and then we looked at each other,
yeah,
puzzled,
but then-
befuzzled.
and then when we've spoken to people about it since, everyone's like, that is so weird. Eliza, I have some news.
I said to you, just Google, just check whether there's some sort of meaning behind the rubber ducks.
I don't know that you did say that to me. I think it was my idea.
Maybe I
You
said
keep
it in my
taking
head.
credit for everything.
I might have said it in my
in fact,
head.
just went about it myself when I was doing these notes, and I thought maybe I'll just check in case.
Mhm.
So when I was writing notes for this episode, Googled, is there any significance in giving someone a rubber duck? This is what it is. It symbolises nostalgia, childhood, happiness, good luck, and positivity. So you give it to someone in order to give them good luck
Oh my God,
and
stop.
positivity. I literally wanted to cry when I was
know.
reading this on Google because I was like, what a blessed woman that she's given us these to be like a really nice gesture of happiness, good luck, positivity because we've done something nice
my
for her.
God,
She's giving
stop.
that back to us. I mean, in the form of a rubber ducking is a bit weird.
I would have preferred money, yeah.
Yeah, same. Or one of her hats or something like
yeah,
that.
one of her hats.
But also I was like, why wouldn't we have Googled this sooner? How bizarre that we didn't actually like
Go away and Google
Google
straight
what
away.
this meant, given it was such a strange thing.
What I still need to understand is
Why she carries them
why
around
she carries
in her
them around.
bag.
Did someone give them to her? Does she now make sure she's armed constantly with duckies? Does she constantly find herself complimented by people when she wants to give these in return because saying thank you isn't enough? I need to know more, and I will never know
I know,
more.
same. Or is it like that? What do you call it when you pass something
An
on,
heirloom?
No. But like you pass on a,
pay it
compliment,
forward
pay it
kind of
forward,
thing.
pay it forward. Is it like she's received that from someone and she wants to pay it forward, so she just keeps them until someone's? That's quite a nice
But
idea.
what are the chances of her having two of them?
I don't know. Very, very odd.
Look, let's give her a name, Caroline. Caroline, or Carolyn, if you're listening, DM us.
I picture her more as a Mary.
I also, okay, Mary, if you're listening, I don't feel like you have Instagram, but if you do, DM us and let us know what this is about, or if you understand what this is about, or have had this happen to you, DM us.
She did have an iPhone, and our 90-year-old grandma, 91-year-old now actually, does have
Yes.
Instagram, so she may.
God, I love a nana who just is tech savvy.
Yeah. I think she would be tech savvy. She looked pretty
was savvy.
Anyway, thank you so much, Mary. And I'm so sorry for the few days that we spent thinking you're a loop-de-doop.
Yeah.
Because
a
now
Looney Tune.
we think you are such a lovely, beautiful human
And that has
being.
made our day.
Yeah.
Lib, we spoke farts a few weeks ago in true, mature Eliza and Liberty style. We then took the chat to our socials and asked if you guys, our listeners, our followers, if you fart in front of your family, your friends, your partners, etc. Because farting offends me deeply. Even my own farts offend me. Even if they don't smell or sound, they offend me.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know if anyone else feels the same or if you're all filthy animals like Lib because she lets them rip in front of me.
I don't ever fart.
I have to read the responses because, oh my God, these are elite. You will die, Lib. I told Lib not to read them. So she'd she could experience the joy in real time with the rest of you.
And I have not read one. I was about to take a sip of my coffee, but now I'm conscious of not. I feel like I'm
Spit
going
it
to
out.
spit it out with laughter.
No names mentioned, of course, because we
Yes.
respect anonymity here
Yes.
on Try Before You Die. Here we go. A previous work colleague would drop suffocating farts in the car from shepherd's pie.
That's so specific.
It's
I
brilliant.
love it.
Next one. I hate the word fart, but yes, I definitely have popped off in front of my family. I will fart in front of anyone, anywhere, lol. Yes, have been brought up not to be embarrassed when you need to fart. I feel like we were brought up to be
Oh, totally.
not embarrassed to fart
but
in front of
I,
people.
But also, I do feel like it's a bit of a respect thing as well. Like, as in to not fart in front of someone.
Yeah, so okay, so you think our parents made us comfortable to fart in front of people, but at the same time they taught us manners.
But when you say in front of people, like in front of them, I feel like
Yeah.
in the family home, it's fine. I don't think they will like go forth and fart in your classroom and fart,
Fart
you
on
know, at
someone's
parties
face.
and go sit on someone's face and fart. Like,
Go and do a queef.
yeah, I don't
Where
think. I
you
think there's a
can.
level of
Decorum.
comfort at home versus respect outside of the home.
Oh, Liv, what a great summary from you.
Okay.
My partner does absolute stinkers and nearly gassed himself going under the covers. I'm a loud and proud farter. Shows good gut health.
Is that true?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Sure, maybe. Or does it
Why
show
didn't you
bad
Google
gut?
that?
Does it show bad gut health?
Maybe it's getting it out, but it shows you quite like eating sort of. No, good, yeah, good because aren't you isn't it if you eat a lot of fibre and like good foods like that, then
That's
you're
pooping,
No,
isn't
but
it?
I think that's farts as well.
But also, you get gassy. Don't you get bloated and gassy when you have onion, like fructose stuff?
no, that's like
FODMAP?
my that's when I sort of get that esophagusy weird thing where I need to burp, but I sort of don't burp. Oh no, I do get bloated.
You
No,
do?
You're right.
Okay.
You're absolutely
You
right.
don't even know your own
and
gut health.
cramps.
This is a good one. I farted once during sex and fucking died.
Oh no.
A story I have about farting. I was in grade 1, no joke, sitting in the middle of everyone on the floor in the classroom, and I did the loudest fart ever, and everyone turned around and looked at me, and it was so embarrassing. I do, however, as a 24-year-old, openly fart in front of my family. That was the greatest fear, wasn't it? You would be ostracised if you farted at school.
Oh.
There was an age when people would laugh, and then there was an age where you would be bullied if you farted, I reckon, publicly. This person said, no, and still going strong after 5 years. He will get out of bed to go to the toilet to fart. I will wait till he's asleep, and then I let the SBDs out, silent but deadly.
Oh my god. If my partner doesn't do that, I don't want him.
What
if
do
they
you
don't
mean?
go to the bathroom and fart,
Oh, that's nice,
that's
isn't it?
so nice.
But also, you want them to feel comfortable to fart in front of you, don't you?
well,
Not too
really.
comfortable.
I don't particularly want someone farting. in front
This
of me.
person wrote, no way. I'm on their page. This person wrote, never fart in front of anyone if I can help it, but have sharted in my pants a few times.
Oh god.
I could poop in front of my partner and it wouldn't bother him, laughing face. That's good. That's some real...
I would never
Jen, our producer, as a
poo
repulsed
in front
face.
of my partner.
Okay. First night having my now husband stay over, I had the bubble gut as I was going to sleep. I think that means when you're holding in
It's
farts
like,
and you're like, you know. But told myself I was stronger than that. Just as I dozed into the most wonderful sleep, being Little Spoon, I let rip the loudest shotgun sounding blast. Thought I would pretend to be asleep so he didn't notice. But what I noticed was the bed shaking from him laughing so hard. Still haven't spoken about it and never will.
That's a huge fear of the farting in your sleep,
Yes,
to be
and
honest.
you just wouldn't know, and no one will probably ever speak of it. Remember Rich said, our producer Rich, the other week said that he tells his wife that she farts in her sleep, but she actually doesn't.
Because he farts in front of her, doesn't he? And so he
wants
tells
to
her, he wants to
rattle
her to
her.
feel just as bad.
That's
so
mean.
That's mean.
I accidentally farted in front of my PT on the leg press.
Oh no, I'm going to have this irrational fear now of farting in
Yes.
front of my PT. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Because if you're pushing the leg press, that's
just
exactly when
can't
one's
help
going to
it.
flop out.
That's like people that say they have orgasms at the gym.
That's the captain's chair or whatever it's called, where you're pulling where you've got your elbows and you're pulling your knees up to your elbows.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the captain's chair or
I've
whatever it's
never
called where
heard
it
that.
happens. Yep.
Oh, God.
2 years of no farting in front of my husband until I farted in my sleep. He saw my undies rise with the fart.
Shut up. These are so well put.
They're so good. We do online PT and dial our trainer into our home gym on the iPad. My husband always farts. On the home straight now. Yes, always fart in front of my boyfriend. I am a fart princess, but no one else, lol. I farted whilst pushing my baby out and I was mortified.
Oh,
in
that's
capital
so
letters.
normal.
No,
People shit.
I know, but I don't want to shit or fart.
Oh, okay.
I'm just not doing it, okay?
Right.
Oh, you'll be down there with me if I ever have a
Yeah,
baby.
I'll be getting
So you need to let me
squirts
know.
in my face.
Yeah, you'll need to
Push it back up.
push it back in. If you see it, any
Blow
of
it
it
back up.
turtling, you need it.
I've already had my turn of shitting on someone during our colonic, the poor lady.
And
So
now it's
I've
my
done-
turn to shit on a
I've done
nurse.
my dash.
I love to turn to my partner and wait until he looks at me back dead in the eye, then fart. That's one of my favourites.
So weird.
That's brilliant. At the gym, talking to a hottie and needed to fart. I squeezed my ass so hard I tore my hammy.
What the frick?
That's so good. Yeah, I would rather tear a hammy
Same.
than be embarrassed
Than be-
in front
yeah,
of a
yeah.
hottie.
I need to know whether that went anywhere.
I truly think if I farted at my gym publicly,
I would never
wouldn't
go
return.
back. Same.
I'd
If I did it
maybe-
in front of my trainer,
oh my God.
I would truly move to another country. And he trains a
Same.
lot of people that I know as well. So I would absolutely die.
Because he would tell people for sure. He'd maybe do a story about it on his socials. He loves a social. My mum has never farted in front of my dad. They have been together 50 years.
Wow, that's nice.
Been with my husband 22 years and never farted in front of him. Absolutely shook. You live together and don't fart in front of each other. Well, Lib farts in front of me.
I only do if it just slips out like a little.
Last one, Lib. Hubs and I do in front of each other. My mum and dad have been married over 50 years and don't. But then I hear dad, when he goes outside, do the biggest pop-offs. Poor bugger must nearly explode. Oh, no, I've got two more. They're so good.
Oh, God.
On my way to CrossFit, trusted a fart and sharted. Cleaned up, cut my undies off and still went.
Oh, I love that. Trusted a fart. That's such a good way of putting it because you
So
really think,
good.
oh, this is just going to be a normal one and then the poo comes out.
Follow through. And last but not least, my friend group and I are extremely close. We are a bunch of girls and we rip ass.
I love people's terms.
Same.
Rip ass, pop off.
I know.
Oh,
Follow
that is-
through.
That is very,
Thank you so
very
much.
good.
Round of applause. I actually didn't even read all of them.
This is
but that's
why
fun.
This is what socials are good for. There's a lot that they're bad for, but this is what they are good for.
Oh, if you don't find that entertaining,
Yeah.
who even are
Yeah.
you? Even if you don't like toilet chat, I can understand the chunder.
Yeah.
But that's
funny.
That distracts
Yeah.
you. That's lighthearted. That's
Yeah,
fun.
That's really good. Thank you for sharing.
So our DMs are still open if you want to drop in about your sphincters being open and letting one rip.
I also want to get some like first date gear or first time having sex gear and whether that's been a thing because that there would be nothing more mortifying for me.
We also did ask for some voice memos of toots, but nobody obliged, surprisingly.
Well,
But
again, DMs are still open. Send us some toots on voicemail.
you can reenact the funny toots you've heard or done with your mouth.
that's
You don't
true.
actually have to reenact them, act them with your real life
Anus.
sphincters.
Like put your phone speaker up to your anus.
Yeah, because it's really hard to catch those, to be able to, one's coming, record. But lots of fun options there. Try the line, Lib.
So we play some audio, a line or a quote from a TV show, reality TV show, I must say, and then we have to guess the next line. So scores are still Eliza 4, me 2. The audio we're about to listen to is from My 600-Pound Life, which is one of our faves.
That's what started
Amy and Tammy.
Amy and Tammy from
1,000
1,000
Pound
Pound
Sisters.
Sisters. That's where they began with Dr.
Now, yeah.
Arden.
So we were talking about Dr. Now last week because one of his patients got his face on her fingernails and rocked up to her bypass surgery, gastric bypass surgery, and showed him and said,
Was it
"Oh,
last
my
week?
face is."
Yeah, might have been last
whatever.
week. One of the weeks where we talked about Dr. Now.
Oh, do you know what though? Also, I would love it if someone got my face on their nails.
Same.
Wouldn't that be nice? Anywho,
But we also imitated him.
oh, he says, "Hey y'all, how you doing?
Hey, y'all, how you doing?
Hey y'all, how you doing?" That's all
Oh,
he
guys,
says.
you've gotta
Literally, he
Google
walks
him.
into a room and he just goes, "Hey y'all, how you doing?" It's just so weird and funny. And he's this little, like, pokey man. And
Who's definitely
He's
close to death.
100
He's
years
106,
old.
but he's doing good work.
he's like, we're about to go into for a 12-hour operation. I'm like,
Can you even still see, brother? Yeah.
So our producers have picked some audio from season 7, episode 1. This episode is about 30-year-old Brianne Diaz and her weight loss journey. So let's play the first bit of audio.
You have a little bit of food poisoning. It seems like you have probably eaten something you left out for too long. But part of living on your own is learning you can't leave food out for too long. What did you eat? Anything?
That's Dr. Now. He's just got the most recognisable
Doesn't he?
voice in television.
Hey, y'all. How you going?
Hey, y'all. How you doing? What did you eat?
But this doesn't surprise me because a lot of the people on these shows don't live in very hygienic environments. So
Because they can't do a lot for themselves.
Yeah.
We're not being mean.
No, it's just because you see, like, on the footage, there's cockroaches scurrying around the house.
Rough. Oh,
I
actually,
beg
no.
your pardon.
Yeah, there's a little bit of hoarders about it.
Hoarders, and there's just shit everywhere.
And here's the issue. They go from eating highly processed foods that could live in the world without refrigeration for 300 years. You know how McDonald's cheeseburgers, you throw it on a roof and you come back 10 years later and it still looks exactly the same? That's the kind of food they're consuming.
Yeah.
So then they're taught what to eat, and they don't understand that, lettuce doesn't last that long. You've got to put dairy in the fridge.
Yeah.
Got to put that dairy in the fridge.
Put that dairy in the fridge. Put that dairy.
Great rap potential there. So my answer, what did Brianne eat giving her food poisoning? I'm going to run with the yogurt. Yogurt, because I imagine that yogurt, unsweetened, would be something that's been added to her diet that she can eat maybe post-op, post-stomach surgery op, post-weight loss surgery op.
Yeah, you're smart. I didn't think about it.
Or like a cottage cheese or something.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that smartly because I said chicken wings.
And, you just can't leave that gear in the fridge forever.
But also
You
chicken.
said chicken wings.
Yeah.
So this is maybe
Well, yeah.
pre-diet
I didn't
change.
I was just thinking about the things that I see these people eat on these shows, and chicken wings, with buffalo sauce is one of them. And if you leave chicken out, that can't be good. Should we listen to what the answer is?
Shrimp.
Shrimp. That will do it.
Shrimp.
Okay,
So
so shrimp is one thing that is introduced into their diet
'Cause it's low in fat.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd know better than me. And they get them to do grilled shrimp
Yeah.
with salad.
damn it.
And they don't understand that it's a new thing to their diet.
Oh, yeah, that is shrimp left out.
That shrimp gear need to be in that fridgy widgy.
Yeah. Hey y'all, how you doing? Don't eat that shrimp.
Lib, while we're on the food poisoning topic, someone shot us a DM which you'll love. Just want to say Lib is right about training yourself not to vom.
Thank you.
I'm now 60 and last vommed when I was about 7. I was so horrified and disgusted I decided right there and then that I was never going to do it again, and I haven't. Despite several gastro events, serious poisoning, appendicitis, pregnancy and partying. My body gets rid of things by going south, not north. At least with the squirts, you can read a mag while you ride it out.
Amen, sister. Was that a girl?
Yes.
Amen, amen. That is what I do. Now, I've never actually had food poisoning. Well, not that I know of. I don't remember as a kid, but as far as I know. But I have, the only thing I have had was a bit of car sickness and on
We've
baked
touched
beans
on that previously.
and a bit of barley belly, but I didn't throw up with the barley belly because
Oh,
I can
because your
psychologic
iron-
myself into not vomiting.
guts who can psychologic
I willed
yourself.
myself against it. Have you had food poisoning?
I haven't. Oh my God, Lib, my friend caused it.
Was that from a chicken focaccia or something?
No,
Chicken something?
No, so it involves chicken. Wouldn't you just die if you caused a friend's food poisoning
yep.
if you cook for them and they got sick? So this is when we lived in Adelaide. I went to a friend's house with one other person. So there was 3 of us in total. And
Thank you for the maths.
well, you've really got to spell it out if you're confused about the characters in this story. And this girl kindly cooked us dinner, grilled chicken and veggies.
I mean, it's quite basic.
well, no wonder we all got food poisoning. What a sickeningly healthy meal.
yeah.
Jokes, gags. Good gag, Eliza. Do you enjoy that?
Mm-hmm.
This friend actually reminds me of you because she's a bull at a gate, doesn't concentrate, rushes, drops crumbs everywhere.
I cook my chicken through, Dal.
I know, but she's a faffer. She's a faffer. And remember when you served the family raw chicken when you were in Adelaide the other weekend?
No
Because
one got sick, and I don't think it was in fact raw in the end because it was a chicken thigh. So sometimes chicken thighs can look a bit pinkier than normal chicken, and no one got sick, and we ate full serves of it. So,
But you just couldn't be bothered waiting for it to cook. You just got
No,
it
that
out. But
wasn't
whereas I
the
would rather
reason at all.
char my chicken. I would rather it be black and dry.
anyway, I've never caused food poisoning.
So my mate didn't serve us raw chicken, but what we did work out that she did was cross-contaminate. So she cut cooked veggies on the chopping board she used to
raw
cut
chicken.
the raw chicken, which, is safe cooking 101 as far as I'm concerned. But she learnt that the sort of hard way, and we were all victims of that
Yeah,
lesson.
yuck.
So we ate dinner. We then drove and got gelato. Then headed back to her house, the person who cooked the meal's house, and we watched a few movies. And around 4 hours after we'd consumed the dinner, my friend, the chef, bolted for the closest exit. So she swung open the back sliding door and projectile vomited out onto her deck. My other friend then started to feel gut gurgles, and so we all decided we just need to go home. And I just sat and waited in bed, propped up with a bucket.
Hell.
That's horrific to know.
It's
It's
coming.
coming
It's a
round.
coming.
Shortly thereafter, up came my cross-contaminated meat and 3 veg feed.
With food poisoning, how long are you sort of sick for? Like, do you do a few voms and then you're sort of okay because it's out of your system?
I think it can depend. I think it normally hits you anywhere from 4 to 6 hours afterwards, although I've heard that things can hit you sooner if it doesn't sort of sit well straight away. I don't know, but I think you can actually be quite unwell for a while, salmonella
Yeah,
and
if it's
stuff.
a real. Well, I do have a horrific story from a friend of mine who got food poisoning halfway through running the New York Marathon. So she got to about halfway, not even halfway, I don't think. And she was doing it with her mum, and her mum turned to her and said, you're looking a bit grey. Next minute, she bolts to the Portaloo toilets. And let's just keep in mind, she was in the 3rd or 4th wave of runners.
Yuck.
So everyone before her had gone to these Portaloos and done their poops or done their piss or done their voms or whatever they needed to do. And so she's spent 20 minutes in this Portaloo throwing up into it, and her face is, coming right up close to people's poo and vomit and stuff. And so you're feeling
too
sick
much.
anyway, and then your face is right in it, and you're just getting, stenches
too
coming
much.
off.
I'll draw the line.
But anyway, she ran the rest of the marathon and finished and did an unbelievable job. But there'd be no worse. Maybe on a plane would be worse to get food poisoning. Those people that you see. I feel like every time I've flown back from Bali, there's at least 1 or 2 people that are throwing up on the plane from getting Bali belly. Hell.
God, if you can finish the marathon after going through that, there's really no excuse
Unbelievable.
for the rest of us, is
No.
there? Anyway, that's why I'm so anal about cooking with chicken, and which you find dramatically you have no patience for, but you don't get it because you've never been food poisoned because you psychologic yourself out of it, you reckon?
I don't have such a worry because I know that even if I get the food poisoning, I won't vomit.
Yeah, okay, right. I cannot wait for this to come back and bite you in the ass one day. I will not be there to support you. I will be there filming. This Thursday, we are discussing something that both of us tried at uni years ago. Something called Death Day. It was so incredibly cooked that when we were reflecting on it recently, we just knew we had to share this with you. It's quite shocking. I'd go so far as to say my experience personally was barbaric. So you have to hear it to believe it. So make sure you tune in.
And make sure you follow us, Try Before You Die, wherever you get your podcast. Leave us a review. And also follow us on Instagram, Eliza and Liberty. We will see you on Thursday.
Try before you die.